Welcome to this week's episode of Automation World's Technology Matters. In this episode, we'll be looking at the use of automation in quality inspections, how valves can help reduce production downtime, and how software as a service may soon change engineering. Let's start off by looking at how manufacturers are or aren't using automation for quality inspections. Now, most manufacturers work hard to produce quality products, but how much of their efforts are devoted to automating their inspection processes? To find out, Automation World conducted a reader survey earlier this year, and what we found surprising in the responses was how little inspections across these industries are automated in an age of increasing automation and digitization. Just under half of the respondents say that less than 10% of their inspections are automated. About a quarter report that up to 25% of inspections are automated. About 14% report having up to 50% automated inspections. And the remaining 15% say that they automate somewhere between 50 and 100% of their inspections. And what was so surprising about these results was how closely they mirrored the data we received the last time we conducted this survey 4 years ago. On top of this, responses to this year's survey showed significant declines in the reported use of specific technologies, typically associated with automated inspection processes. For example, respondents claiming to use vision systems fell to 35% this year, down by 9 points from the previous survey. Similarly, those using automated measurement fell by 11 points, down to 4%. And the use of quality control software declined even more, by 12 points, down to 31%. As did network communications between quality control software and the controller, which fell by 14 points to 18%. Yet, the use of manufacturing execution systems and track and trace software remained about the same as it was 4 years ago. Now, automation vendors we spoke with about this offered a number of reasons for these findings, with the most likely explanation being the overall trend toward greater connectivity across production systems and the growing use of data analytics. And with these greater levels of connection to various sources of production data, operations is able to act upon a richer base of feedback from sensors and devices like drives, but they can also track and use that granular data for quality control. Siva Kanesvaran of Schneider Electric said, manufacturers are still measuring quality. It's just that it's being spread out across the process. Similarly, Alistair Orchard of Siemens Digital Industries Software said, perhaps the question of the method of inspection being used has become less relevant as the adoption of industrial Internet of Things increases. He explained that instead of automating quality control in the PLC and passing data through industrial networks and dedicated quality control servers, it's quite probable that IIoT devices are leapfrogging legacy infrastructures and publishing data directly into an IIoT platform for visualization and analysis. Now, you can read more about this trend by visiting the URL shown here. Now, we all know that production downtime can be costly. Despite this, nearly 80% of manufacturing facilities are unable to estimate their downtime accurately, and those that try often underestimate their total downtime costs by 200 to 300%. One example of a company looking to more proactively address its downtime issues is Noosa Yoghurt, which sought to reduce the downtime associated with its cleaning processes. For example, in its fruit line piping, Noosa would lose about 200 pounds of product each week during its cleaning cycles. The company would lose another 345 pounds of product each week when it cleaned its honey recirculation line. Now, one way that Noosa looked to improve the evacuation of its product lines and increase product recovery was through check valves, which are used to push residual product downstream at the end of a process while preventing backfill during cleaning. Ultimately, the company chose the TrueClean CI-P-able air blow check valve. This patented valve from Central States Industrial is reportedly the only sanitary air blow check valve approved by 3A sanitary standards for cleaning in place. Now, with an air blow check valve that wouldn't need to be disassembled to clean, Noosa operators were able to cut 40 minutes of work doing a flavor changeover down to 45 seconds. And multiplying those savings by 13 changeovers per week, the savings really started adding up. You can read more about how Noosa Yoghurt uses the valve and the savings they've achieved so far at the URL shown here. Now, there are many industry observers who believe that software as a service will play a big role in the future of manufacturing. Now, noting how the cloud and software as a service tools have transformed enterprise applications like customer relationship management, Jim Heppelmann, CEO of PTC, envisions a future where product engineering and development processes, which today remain largely on-premise, will move to the cloud. This change is likely to take place even more quickly now as COVID-19 is forcing more and more people to work remotely. Heppelmann said, "The world of engineering software has to go to the cloud." PTC reached this conclusion well before the COVID-19 crisis, and it's why PTC completed the $470 million acquisition of Onshape last November before they even heard of the coronavirus. Now, Onshape is said to be the first software-as-a-service product development platform that unites CAD with data management and collaboration tools. Heppelmann said it gives PTC a pure software-as-a-service CAD and product lifecycle management offering and an underlying multi-user, multi-tenant software-as-a-service platform to use across PTC's portfolio. Heppelmann said, "We've named the platform Atlas because it will ultimately carry the entire PTC software-as-a-service world on its shoulders." Now, Rockwell Automation Chairman and CEO Blake Moret also provided a keynote at PTC's LiveWork event where he announced the introduction of a new offering from Rockwell Automation and PTC in collaboration with Microsoft. Moret said the product, called Factory Insights as a Service, is a turnkey cloud product that enables manufacturers to achieve speed and scale with their digital transformation initiatives. Now, according to Moret, it leverages Microsoft's cloud, industrial IoT, and edge services, including Azure IoT Hub and IoT Edge, to enable manufacturers to connect individual sites and implement projects across their enterprise network. You can read more about these cloud-based software-as-a-service products at the URL shown here. So, I hope you found this episode of Technology Matters interesting and that you'll check out these and other posts at automationworld.com. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so by clicking on the AWTV logo on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. So we'll see you soon with the next installment of Automation World's Technology Matters. So I hope you found this episode of Technology Matters interesting and that you'll check out these and other posts at automationworld.com. And keep checking back in with us here as we'll be posting new videos regularly. And this video is also posted on our Automation World TV channel on YouTube. So be sure to visit the channel and subscribe to be kept up to date with our latest video post. So we'll see you soon with the next installment of Automation World's Technology Matters.